I've always learned in a negotiation that you should never give something without taking something back. But I've always assumed the something had to be material. It turns out information kind of works that way too. And I kind of learned this the hard way. I've been doing private tutoring for about, well, over 10 years now, but most seriously over the last few years. And I used to think I had some kind of a performance problem because I would often get students who quit in this very bizarre way. I'll let you pause the video to think about how some of my students quit my tutoring services. Well, oftentimes I'll get a student in, let's say it's on a Thursday, and let's say I was going to see him the following Monday, and he's telling me how by Monday he wants to read up about chapter 6. And sometimes I'll even talk to the parents. I'll make sure my son reads chapter 6. And by Sunday, they call me and said they have other plans and they're moving on. Now that's how most of my tutoring relationships end. And I used to think I must be doing something wrong. And until I started working at a tutoring center, and my manager says that's pretty much the norm. And that I should kind of factor that in when I schedule my students. I was kind of taken aback by that. But then I realized that oftentimes when I give too much information, it backfires. I lost a couple clients early on because I didn't realize. See, I would get a prospective client calling me. Their son wants my tutoring over the summer. Can I do this? And I would point out that, well, in August I'll be away for 2 weeks. And as soon as they hear that, they don't want to do it. See, it's much better to make it to the end of July, make whatever money you can, and then tell them at the end of July, oh my God, I think I'm sick. Maybe I have COVID-19 and I can't work with you for 2 weeks. And then go to the trip, the conference, whatever it is. It's much preferable to do that in some ways, which I think is really awkward because I hate lying. And it feels like the more you know, the more you can plan for things, right? But some people are just so wealthy or so whatever that they have a lot of options for tutoring, or whatever the case is. They want to leave their options open. You know, if they say they're going to come back next Monday, the ball's in their court to make decisions, right? I feel a lot of people behave that way. And it makes me realize that maybe I need to rethink my strategy and realize that information is worth something, and if I want information from somebody else, I got to give them an incentive to give it, right? So for example, I could offer an incentive to book multiple sessions, especially if they pay up front, right? And if people want to know about my vacation plans, they ought to give me some information in return, right? Thanks for watching.